Welcome to Daisy Gaze 777. Hope everybody's having a lovely day so far. So, woke up today with such a message from Spirit. Something to do with a dark hair woman. Not too sure, Spanish descent, maybe Haitian, something like that. Not sure. Could even be an Italian girl, but she's more caramel skinned, and I'm seeing a vision of dark, curly, really thick hair, and some wider eyes, dark eyes. So right now they're feeling like a fool. Something to do with her career. I believe we're pulling on. She worked at a pizza place. Something to do with money laundering, credit card fraud. Very enchanted, spot on. And remember, you're beautiful inside and out. So at one point, they also thought they had a beautiful idea by robbing you. Something to do with a black credit card. It was in somebody's biological name, and it's not her name. She's been using somebody else's biological name and the name that they use after they were adopted, but she stole both names, and she somehow affiliated dating somebody that's connected to fraud that was done with one of your homes. The home is a white house. It's a white, like, duplex looking home next to another row of homes connect to the military, but this house is like across the street from that, and the hospital's close. His family illegally is staying in a home that was stolen from one using this collective, and they did something with a notary illegally and forged names on a deed to this house. But this woman that works at this pizzeria, something about Southside, Lackawanna County, Southside, Scranton Southside, the pizzeria is somewhere located in Southside. They helped money launder the money that was stolen. She stole some money from somebody's inheritance, and the job backed her up, affiliated with organized crime, something like that. Organized crimes involved a house. The house is in Montgomery County by a hospital, and there's a row of homes next to that, and that's like a military base. But the home that's taken is across the street from that. That she dates the man that affiliates with the people that's living in that home illegally. But yeah, she had a black card for a long time, starting around like 2012-ish, something like that, 2013. But it's a credit card fraud. Big, huge. But she had some people in organized crime help back her up. But that's over now. That's all. That's being exposed. Yep. Just said it. Inheritance. It's a huge amount of money. This is just a piece to the puzzle. Just a piece. This is just one piece to this huge operation. Something huge. You've been very courageous through it all. Very courageous. But this woman's about to be taken legally down. There's so many people. This is just one instance of somebody in this collective. Many of you have had a massive amount of money stolen by different loved ones that have left you inheritances. Some were smaller, some was huge, but this is a big one that she's a part of. And she had a huge card, a huge amount that using on a credit card. It did not belong to her illegally. Your uncle or your father is behind that. Gave her the information with her mother. Something about the mother's illegal. The mother is not supposed to be in this country. So the reason why your uncle or your father actually gave your identity to them was so she can work and go to school in this country. She didn't have a green card. So this is very prominent. You're on point with this if that's what you've been thinking. You got celebrations to come. You have celebrations to come. They can't be protected anymore. This is huge. It's been a lot of lies, a lot of deception, a lot of two-faced. They pretended to be your friend, but they were doing it to get your information this whole time. They were never your friends. They only did it to rob you, set you up, and make false allegations against you. And the man that she actually messes with, I'm not too sure. I'm pulling on the name A or O. His name starts with. He's connected to this, and it's coming out as he's been caught before He's been in trouble. He's got a rap sheet. I'm pulling on, he's a drug dealer. I'm pulling on a drug dealer that was taking false pictures, false narratives, and trying to set people up for the crimes he's committed. So that's very prominent. And something about he likes to sell drugs at a bowling alley. South Side? South Side significant here? Okay. And imposter. She's been using your identity for a long time. Believe me, just so you know, she's not the only one. You got a couple imposters. Anybody that would do it for $1 did it. They're all hard up, but they're going to jail for these lies and deception. This drug dealer is going to jail where he belongs to. He's not going to be able to sell his drugs at no bowling alley anymore. And the organized crime backing her up at that pizzeria, they're going to look through their records, their financial records, with a fine-tooth comb around when all the inheritance were stolen, and very significant around 2011, 2012, and so on. And this credit card that she's been using illegally. It's your lucky day. Things are turning around. Tables have turned. There's divine timing is here. Justice is about to be served. These people are going to be on the news. This is huge. Huge, huge, huge. Right now, cleansed. There's a lot of witchcraft going on, and she's big into it. I want to say Haiti, and I'm not too sure, but they're very big into voodoo, hoodoo, all that stuff. So they've been thinking, hiding behind spirituality and all this, that people would believe their lies. They've been exposed. They're going down. And then I guess he's best friends to somebody that's hurt you and robbed your inheritance. So this was a group attack. Some of them your own family, your biological family, all involved with this. This is huge. He's working with corrupt feds too that helped him cover this up, and a false setup about crimes on you that they committed against you. It was a false setup. They committed crimes against you and tried to pin their crimes and their operation on you. Well, lie detector tests will be given, and you have nothing to worry about. They're the guilty ones. You're innocent. You're a victim to all this. They're going to be looking like a fool. They're going to be looking like a fool. They're going to prison for a very long time. It's a storm warning. You're very valuable. You're going to testify against these people, send them away for a very, very long time, and you're going to pass your lie detector test. I'm so sorry for the things you've been through. You're a victim. I know I've been through a lot. I know I'm a victim, and I'm a witness to a lot of things that have happened, and all these false setups, they're going to jail for everything they've done. You're very valuable, just so you know. You solved a lot of crimes, and this is coming swift. They got karma coming. They're a target now legally. And the feds that were working with them, they actually, what's pulling on this is they got in trouble. They're a drug dealer for selling drugs and all this. I want to say maybe around anywhere between 2013, 2015, they were caught up with selling drugs. Maybe 2012, 2015, something like that. And him and Dirty Feds worked together to try to set you up because they had family living in your home, and their woman that worked at the pizzeria that's connected to the organized crime. They all helped cover this up because this is huge. There's a lot of people. This is just one tiny piece to the puzzle. And trust nobody. They were never your friends. It was a huge setup for a large amount of money. That's why the police got involved with it too, these dirty, corrupt feds. There's karma going on. Some of you have been under illegal investigation due to association. This whole time, the counties knew that you actually were innocent this whole time, but they hid behind it to continue to do false investigations on you and false monitoring, which they are illegal because you were only an associate to these people. You had nothing to do with the crimes they were into. So with that being known, the people that were actually dirty cops and dirty feds that were in on this crime, they were the ones that were hiding behind saying that you were bad, knowing this whole time that you never did anything wrong. They're going to prison. This is your confirmation, just so you know the right law has been watching them. Your confirmation that swift justice is coming in, and it doesn't matter who's reading, who's watching this, who wants to comment under bogus, if you want to comment under bogus accounts or whatever, you would go ahead and do that. But also remember, FBI cybercrime does watch these. So unless you're on the up and up, I wouldn't comment anything, because people are being arrested in this situation. So this is confirmation from my collective here. Justice is coming. They've been exposed. You deserve it. I'm going to clap. I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I have to have a little bit of my iced coffee. I'm sorry. So, is everybody having a lovely day so far? Yous are winners. I love my collective. Yous are winners. He's been through so much. So much. Look at that. And the next card, celebrate very soon. And remember, always be kind with each other. Don't ever comment anything nasty or negative. This channel is to uplift everybody, inspire everybody. I love to see people succeed in life. So there's no negative comments. This is a positive channel only, and to give clarity to situations that people need clarity to. And for entertainment purposes only. Remember that. Okay? You got a new life coming. The swift change is coming in soon. Okay? These people have got away for way too long. Somebody's pretending to be a spiritualist. Well, they're not a spiritualist because they were holding on to a credit card that doesn't belong to them. They're using your name, but they're hiding behind their spiritual. Make that make sense. How somebody's going to pretend to be a spiritualist, be all zen, meditate, right? But they're going to throw voodoo, hoodoo, and black magic to innocent people. And I'm not talking about people that just throw back karma. By spiritual law, you can give back karma to anybody that threw it at you, especially if you're a pure heart innocent. But you cannot do fraud, lie on people, set them up, and date a drug dealer, and lie and know they're lying to set people up, using somebody else's inheritance, living in their house, and go and say you're a spiritualist. Come on. Make it make sense. Stop lying to yourself. Right? And that's bringing changes. This arrest is bringing major changes. Believe me. This is just a part of the puzzle. This is just a part of the puzzle. There's many people going down for these crimes. Changes are coming in quickly. But I guess whoever this affiliation to this mob or organization of organized crime and dirty feds and government involved and judges, they honestly thought that this organized crime team runs the area. I'm saying from like Lackawanna County to tri-state areas. They thought that because of who they are, they can get away with threatening people's lives or taking people out, and that they run the area, paying off cops and stuff. Well, you don't run the town, honey. Major law has come down. You can laugh all you want. You can think whatever you want. Arrests are being made. They really are. Changes are coming here. You look like the fool. New life is coming in. You got a beautiful new beginning. They can keep all that dark magic to themselves. Justice is here. That corruption's being exposed. It's already exposed. It's at its finest. No matter who likes to hear the message or not, justice is here. It's happening. Here's the facts. This needs to be looked into because this right here had to do with a lot of people that are no longer in this world anymore. These people and their connections and the fraud they've done led to people not being on this earth anymore. They hurt a lot of people, and you weren't supposed to make it either. This connects also to your family, your biological family, and your exes. The man she's dating is a cousin to one of your exes. She's affiliated, and she knows affiliated with your uncle or father. The pizzeria owner is the one that backed up with their affiliations. It's huge. You got a lot being exposed here. Justice is here. Had to do with that large inheritance. Very significant, a credit card. Black card. This is something huge, and on her family side, her mother, it's saying, didn't have the right paperwork to stay in this country. So it was to try to help keep them here so they didn't get sent back home. Well, that's being exposed. You're the champion. You solved this crime spree. Why? Because you have an army of angels that are surrounding you, making sure what was stolen comes back to you, and that these people go to jail for a very long time. He's going to be in jail with some corrupt politicians involved I'm pulling on a corrupt Fed that worked alongside of him. And he's got family members that work on 911 calls. He's got a family member that's a dispatcher that helped with something to cover up a crime that's been committed. So, in medical fields. So somebody related in his family's related that helped with this case works with dispatch, and somebody else in medical field that's been doing false medical records, and the 911 dispatcher helped bring in people that were corrupt police into this whole situation. Corrupt law government can't make it up. That's the next thing that came out. So they're hiding behind their jobs. They got a lot of people in this. This is huge. Yeah, and all this justice is bringing in love and new beginnings. Woohoo! You got some love, new beginnings coming in. You might just be loving on yourself. You might already be in a relationship, loving each other a little bit more. Who knows? But you got something big and beautiful coming in. Big and beautiful. You got major blessings. You're about to be overwhelmed with how much happiness you're about to have, but overwhelmed in a good way. You got so many blessings coming in. Justice is here. It's here. These people are going to jail. You're going to be testifying. Don't feel bad for the time they're about to receive. Again, we got the cleansing card. You got to do a lot of cleansing. I don't care if you're just saging. I don't care if you're taking a salt bath. I don't care if you're just meditating or praying, but do it. You're very enchanted. Your gifts are spot on. You're solving a lot of crimes. Continue to speak up because you're saving people's lives by doing this, okay? You've transformed into a beautiful version of yourself. Your ancestors are very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. You got a lot of strength. And go for it. Go for it. You deserve the best. And that's the truth. So something beautiful is coming in. And again, you got